Hello everyone, I'm your host Lokendra Kumar, and today we will be talking about the scale of life or the cell size or the size of different organisms. As you can see on the computer screen, there are different types of molecules, organisms that I've written, and I have written the size, approximate size of these organisms. So in this video we're going to discuss in detail about the size, and we'll also have some of the introductory points regarding what are these structures that I've made. Alright, so with that note, let's jump onto the video. Okay, so I'll start the video by writing the title of the topic, which is cell size, and in bracket I'm gonna write the scale of life. Scale of life means what are the different molecules that are important biologically, that are important for the cell, and then cell itself. So many things we will be discussing. For that, I have to first make the scale. So in this one, I'm writing the length, which we'll discuss in nanometers, micrometers, millimeters, and based on their size, we will try to divide the organisms or the molecules in this particular video. So we'll have atoms. In this one, we'll have lipids. Lipids are important. They are one of the most important part of the plasma membrane. You have viruses, and we all know about those organisms. Further, we have mitochondria, bacteria, and then this way, the size of these are basically increasing. The size is increasing. So you can see animal cell, then human egg, frog egg. Finally, we'll see the entire human, what is the size of entire human, and that we are already pretty familiar with because that's our size basically. So we'll start with the atom. So you can see I'm trying to design the schematic for the atom, and the size of atom is approximately 0.1 nanometer. Right now it's very, very small. We use sophisticated techniques to see atoms. It's very, very hard. All the microscopic techniques, they will work on the molecular level or the cellular level. Next, you have lipid molecules. Lipid molecules I'm representing in the hydrophobic and the hydrophilic part of the lipid molecule, and the size, approximately size of the lipid molecule is 1 to 5 nanometers. So I have to first see where I can scale it out. So this is 0.1 nanometer, and in between 1 to 10, I'll try to put the lipids somewhere here, and depending upon different types of lipid molecules, they can have a different types of their size. So it might range from 1 to 5 nanometer or higher or lower than that. So you will always have plus minus I would say 1 to 2 nanometers. Next is the protein. Protein molecules are important for our body. Our body basically has a lot of proteins, different types of proteins, and the size of protein molecules is approximately 5 to 10 nanometer, I would say. That's why I'm writing X on this side. So because it can be any number depending upon what kind of protein you have. You can have different types of proteins, smaller like enzymes, larger the membrane protein complexes. Anyways, next is the virus molecules. So viruses, they are larger than the lipid molecules. They are larger than the protein molecules. So approximate size of a flu virus could be approximately 100 nanometers. It will also depend upon the type of virus that is, and for example, bacteriophages, they are pretty small. They are viruses that are going to infect the bacteria. So here, the size is different, especially the larger for the flu viruses. Next, I need to scale it out, and for the bacteria, so after viruses, we have bacteria. They can be spherical, they can be rod-shaped, like bacilli. So rod-shaped bacteria will be they will be longer in their length, and spherical bacteria will be smaller, around 1 micrometer. And then the bacteria, which are bacilli, can range from 1 to 100 micrometer, depending upon their size. And surprisingly, and we know that the size of mitochondria is also approximately equal to the size of the bacteria. It's around 1 to it's in between 1 to 10 micrometers. It can have pleomorphic shapes. It can be really long. It can be really small. So I'm not going to specifically mention the size of mitochondria. In general, it's around 1 to 100 micrometers, depending upon the type of mitochondrial cell. sorry, not mitochondrial cell, type of the mitochondrial organelle, it can have variable size. So 10 to 100, another scale we have, where all the animal cells, I'll try to put all the animals and the plant cells. Although, again, diversity is huge in plant cells, in animal cells. If we talk about neurons, their length is larger than the other cells. So I will just consider the major cell types that are in our body, that not the exceptions. They will be in the range of 10 to 100 micrometer. They can be larger than that, and they can be smaller than that. And you can see here different types of organelles I'm trying to design, so that at least they should look like animal and plant cells. They will have a lot of different types of organelles: Golgi apparatus, endoplasmic reticulum, lysosomes, ribosomes. There are so many organelles that we have already discussed in many of my videos. So please do watch those videos. They are going to help you in your studies. Next is the so approximately 1 millimeter is the frog egg. It's pretty large. Human egg is smaller than that, so it's smaller than that. I'll put it in between 100 micrometer to 1 millimeter. So it's somewhere here. That's the human egg. And if we go higher than that, and then if we go around 100 millimeters, you have and smaller than 100 millimeters, basically you have chicken egg. So this is not a straight line. So let me draw a straight line by using the options that I have. So I think this is good, but again, it's not up to the mark that I have here. No, this is not again. So I think I need to erase it, and maybe also erase the point, and then redraw line. So this looks good. So if suppose this is the 100 nanometer range, the chicken egg will be a little bit smaller than the 100 nanometer, and we all know what is chicken egg, right? And then entire human is 1 meter, I would say, right? It can be, obviously, it's like the same thing. When I talked about the range for each and every organelle or the cell, even in bacteria, will have diversity. So range will always be there. You know that there are humans that are smaller in their approximate length, and you have many of the humans, they are taller than the average human height. So average human height, so this is where we fall into the scale of life. So as you can see in this slide, I've tried to show you what are the different components of the biological system, from molecular, and then we moved on to from atomic, then we moved on to the molecular. After that, we moved on to the cellular and multicellular, and then you have entire human body, which is again multicellular. So you have a lot of different things that we have discussed in this scale of life. So I hope now you will be remembering the sizes, approximately sizes. If you want to specifics, if you want to know the specific size of a particular bacterium, the information is available. In general, they will fall into the ranges that we have already discussed. So I hope now it is clear for you on the cell size as well as the molecular size and the scale of life in general. I'll meet you in my next video, where I will try to discuss some of the important topics related to biosciences. Till then, take care.